Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Every idea starts with a problem. Warby Parker's was simple. Glasses are too expensive. So they set out to change that. By designing glasses in-house and selling directly to customers, they're able to offer prescription eyewear that's expertly crafted and unexpectedly affordable. Warby Parker glasses are made from premium materials like impact-resistant polycarbonate and custom acetate. And they start at just $95, including prescription lenses. Get glasses made from the good stuff. Stop by a Warby Parker store near you.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you oh, man, do I love this. It kind of reminds me of Texas. We got a story from Texas today, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Morning Crankers. You know, I gotta drink some more cranberry grape juice. Right. I'm on a health kick.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:01, February 18th, 2021. I try to do that. That's my morning exercise for
your vocals?
Yeah, for my vocals. Does it work?
It does.
Does it?
No, I've tried it.
Okay, well, what have you found? I'm not going to gargle with salt water if that's what you're saying.
Cold water in the face, walk outside in these freezing
cold water in the face. I think that these cold temperatures, when I went over and got you today, I think that's what it was. It made my voice sound really weird and gravitas. What is it?
I don't know. It's weird. We get out in the cold air. It's just the way it happens.
Hey, it is what it is. You know what? Being February 18th, do you know it's Dr. Dre's birthday today?
No.
Yeah, Dr. Dre's birthday today.
Well, happy birthday, good doc.
Oh, did he probably bring out some of the best rap albums ever? Good morning, Kate.
Probably so.
Yeah, I would say, it is what it is. Do you want to go through some of the birthdays? Yeah, let's do it. Yoko Ono, 87.
Holy cow.
Yeah, can you believe that?
That is hard to believe. So how old would John Lennon been?
I don't know. I stopped counting. Get it?
Yeah. Sure.
Did you know it was John Travolta's birthday today?
No, I did not.
There's a few other people on here like Matt Dillon, Molly Ringwald. And how about this one? This one really gets to me. Do you know that it's Vanna White's 63rd birthday today?
Wow. She still looks the same.
Yeah, she does. And, I know you had a crush on her.
Oh, most certainly.
Did you watch The Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, I watched Vanna. I watched The Wheel.
Yeah, right? Yeah, well, it was good. So, there's a lot going on for today. Good and bad. We had some pretty cool, people born today. Andrei Korolenko was born today also. But then there was some not so good things like Dale Earnhardt. Today is the anniversary of Dale Earnhardt's death at the Daytona 500.
That was a sad day.
It was a sad day. I really liked Dale Earnhardt. He was like the bad boy in NASCAR at that time. Remember? And do you remember how he ended up actually crashing?
Yeah. I literally watched it live. I remember.
He was blocking for his son.
Yep.
And you got to remember, those were the Rusty Wallace days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the good racing days. None of this NASCAR where you can't advertise Second Amendment stuff anymore.
Right.
What are they going to do? Are they going to, if Wrangler jeans, if you remember, Wrangler jeans have always been kind of aimed at cowboys.
Yeah.
And tough men.
Right.
What if male toxicity gets so bad that they stop advertising Wrangler jeans?
Wow. Yeah. And it's possible. That's just the direction of the country. So
no, it's a direction of some super progressives with big, loud blowhorns that just want to.
Yep.
I don't know. Am I in a weird mood today?
I am. I'm in a weird mood too.
Are you bubbly?
Not bubbly, but
are you old? Come on. You're making. How old are you?
Gosh, I'm 48, man.
You're what?
40.
I couldn't hear you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm 28.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. It is what it is. This day, Dale Earnhardt Sr. dies. The Church of Scientology was started this day in 1954. Did you know that?
No, I did not. Not something like that. But anyway.
Here's the thing. The father of the atomic bomb, Robert Oppenheimer, died this day in 1967. Wow. What do you think about that?
Wow.
There was some weird stuff that happened here. There was in 2004, there was a train that had 40 chemical and fuel-laden runway cars that blew up, caused 300 people to die in Iran. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, we usually don't hear about their stuff until way later. Then there was this guy, okay? He was in South Korea. He was mad at his doctor in 2003. So what did he do? He set the subway on fire. This day, causing over 200 people to die. There's a lot of death and destruction on February 18th. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
Oh, come on. Somebody said get more cheery. Get cheery, dude.
More
Come on.
cheery.
Cheery. No.
More cherry.
Yeah, cheery. Here, give me a laugh. Come on. All right. Yeah, welcome to Morning Crankers. It is 9:08 a.m., February 18th. And you know what? I could make fun of the cold, but it's really not that cold outside for this time of year, is it?
No, not really. We're back to kind of normal.
Yeah, if you live in Wisconsin.
If you live up there in the Midwest.
Yeah, I think it's about 20 degrees right now. And the sun's going to come out. I've got my sights set on Tuesday.
You and me both.
You know what Tuesday is, folks?
It's warm-up day.
Yeah, 60 degrees. I'm looking forward to it, 60 degrees. And then, from that point forward, I don't see a temperature with a low under 40.
Yeah, I'm smiling right now.
Yeah. Well, in Missouri, you never plan anything out long term. I think a lot of areas are that way because it'll say, it's going to be 40, but it might be 40 in the morning and it might be 3 in the afternoon and it might be 60 at night. It's really weird down here. However, do you know what today is?
The 18th.
It's National Drink Wine Day.
Ah.
National Drink Wine Day. Yeah. Do you like wine?
I do, actually. I would like to drink a glass once in a great while.
And what do you like? Do you like the white dry? Do you like red dry? Do you like...
The red dry.
You do. Do you like Zinfandel?
Yeah.
Do you like it sparkly or not sparkly?
I could care less.
Really? What turns you on about wine?
Not much.
I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you. I'm around this guy a lot. And I like to say a lot of times, would you like some cheese with that wine?
I know, right? That's true.
So, you know what? I thought today would be a great day to talk about 9 awesome wines. Especially, you really don't think about wine. When you look at the story you got today about the what is it? Snownado?
Snownado. I used to make jokes about this.
Well, let's hear about the Snownado.
Snownado. Large waterspout rolls over Texas lake amid record cold.
Ugh.
A large waterspout was seen swirling over a lake in Texas as record cold temperatures gripped the region and left millions without electricity. The phenomenon was filmed Monday near Cedar Creek Lake in Malkoff, Texas, located about 70 miles southeast of Dallas. Allie Daryl, I don't even want to butcher that name, told Storyful she was driving with family when they noticed what looked to be a cold core funnel foaming over the water.
Cold core funnel foaming over the water.
Wow.
Hey, it's Snownado. It's a real thing now. We don't have to make it up.
I don't have to make a joke about a movie coming out, a horror movie.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I don't want to hear about snow. It's bringing me down.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah, it is. It's a horror movie. When we talk about snow and cold, there's actually some people that like the cold weather. Can you believe that?
Yeah, they live in like Eskimos up in Alaska, I guess.
No. I got a friend out in California, and he says, I am so sick and tired of sunshine. I want all 4 seasons, and I want to be cold. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Come move here then.
All right, so it's National Wine Day. We wouldn't be doing any justice to our listeners unless we talked about some wine. How about this? If you're, going to get, I don't know, have a little bit of fun with the old lady, right?
Yeah.
Or ladies, if you want to have some fun with your man. Yeah, rose petal wine.
Rose petal wine.
Yeah. I don't know if it would taste good, but it sounds cool. So it does. It sounds cool. Like, if what did your husband get you? I got some rose petal wine from my husband.
He poured rose petal wine all over my body.
Yeah, I guess the new thing this last Valentine's Day was to go get chocolates for your. My wife doesn't like chocolate. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Yeah. So
most women love chocolate.
Most women like food.
Yeah, that's true too.
Literally. Compliments and food, man.
Must be why I love women.
Right. There's a thing that went on this last weekend where these guys were buying chocolates, they were getting naked, then they were laying a trail of rose petals to their bed. Now, you know what would have topped it off? Besides them being naked.
Rose petal wine.
Rose petal wine. That's right. Okay, so that's number one. How about meteorite wine?
Oh, wow. Meteorite wine.
The reason they call this meteorite wine, it's not just the name. It's not. Meteorite wine is actually fermented in a vat with a 4.5 billion year old meteorite.
Okay.
It crashed into the Atacama Desert 6,000 years ago.
As long as we don't grow antennas out of our head, I think we'll be all right.
I want to know, how do they know that?
I don't know.
That it's 4.5 billion years old, or that it crashed 6,000 years ago. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even think the Earth's been here that long. But that's just my opinion.
Well, it says Hutchin only sold wine at its observatory, Centro Astronomico Tega, which opened in 2007. The idea behind creating the wine was to blend astronomy with winemaking.
No, boy.
That's kind of weird.
That is kind of weird.
It's kind of fruity.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah. Blue wine. Wine is typically red, white, pink, or yellow, but thanks to the startup composed of 6 young Spanish entrepreneurs, there is a blue variety. The company and its wine is called GIK, G-I-K. I don't know. Is it G-I-K or is it GIK?
That's probably GIK, yeah.
Yeah, because GIK, I don't know. It doesn't sound appealing. It doesn't sound like something I want to put on my palate.
Why didn't they just name it like Smurf wine or something?
Right, yeah, Smurf, yeah. Or, blue marshmallow. But no, it's GIK.
Right.
What are you drinking tonight? GIK.
Yeah, I know.
But, the 6 young kids, so they're probably thinking that this is going to get like a following on TikTok or something like that. So, GIK. Yeah. Hey, coffee-flavored wine, I'm cool with that. Pumpkin wine, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Cake-flavored wine.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's weird. Birthday cake vineyards. Now, this one, jalapeno wine?
I don't know.
Now, you're not into hot stuff.
Yeah, I am. I love chili. You know that.
You do, except when you get too hot.
Well, yeah, you got me on that one. He burned me on that one, literally.
Yeah, I did. Well, I didn't tell you how much to put in.
Hey, I didn't say that. I never accused you of anything.
Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, Sean. How about beer wine hybrids?
Here we go. Hybrid food.
Yeah, well, no,
Drinks.
Beer wine hybrids. Could you consider this? You wake up in the morning, you make some nice eggs, hash browns, and toast.
Yeah.
And then give me a beer wine hybrid to start the day off right. You like that? Hey, it could work, right?
I guess it could work.
It's unique.
Yeah.
All right, so let's finish this up. Vodka wine, no thank you. I'm not a big vodka fan. Are you? I like flavored vodka. But straight vodka, like Smirnoff, what is that bottom of the barrel
I
vodka
didn't care for
crap?
vodka.
Skull vodka.
Yeah.
You can buy like 100 gallons for $1. Have you ever had that?
Yeah. I don't care for it.
And Wayne says he likes a little wine if he can get some cheese with it.
Yeah.
So, okay, now here's the newest one. Now, because it's National Wine Day, maybe we should celebrate progress. There is a wine that is coming that's going to be extremely expensive because the wine is made from grapes that have been grown in space.
Oh, boy.
Does that even sound cool to you? I mean, at one time that would be like really cool, but does it sound cool to you?
It's different, but I would not say it was cool.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, happy National Drink Wine Day. Some people are smiling because it gives them an excuse.
Right.
We have some weird stuff going on. How about this? Meat of the Future article. Now, you tell me, we the other day we talked about Bill Gates, and he's like, all the rich nations should go 100% synthetic meat. So, he doesn't own any of KFC, but KFC comes out, and they've partnered with a company in Russia, Moscow.
Oh, boy.
KFC has partnered with a Russian bioprinting company to bring 3D printed chicken nuggets to the table. What? Does bioprinting, I mean, okay, let's talk about this for a second. Is there going to be bioprinting? Doesn't that pretty much mean that if you have the chemical structure or the genetic structure of something, you can...
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1, go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2, collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3, play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4, unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group, no purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Bioprinted?
Wow.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. So that means I can make a second Dan?
You could. That's what I'm thinking. That's
Cool.
where I was going with
I like that. I like that idea because he can go work when I don't feel like going to work.
So with this venture, this crazy idea, I mean, you can already make a steak of yourself. They make a kit that you can swab the inside of your mouth, and you can, in a petri dish, within 3 months, grow a steak from your own body.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can do that, now what about these weird sadistic freaks out in America that are going to be like, I think I'm a cannibal?
Yeah, that takes the whole new terminology of eat me to a whole new level.
Well, here's the crazy, weird crap that is just nuts to me. With everything that we see with Identify, if you want to identify as a cannibal and then start eating people meat, these bioprinting companies are going to allow you to do that. How effed up is that?
That is messed up.
That's how bad?
Morbid.
It is. It really bothers me. That's a no-go for me. However, KFC has coined this as the meat of the future.
Oh, boy.
The lab-created chicken meat is KFC's response to growing market interest of healthy lifestyles. And right there, that's the big switcheroo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pretty soon we're going to see Soylent products at KFC.
You know, my great-grandfather did everything unhealthy. Everything he ate had bacon in it.
Same with mine.
Yeah, everything my great-grandmother made had bacon grease. You remember the days where they had the bacon grease sitting on the stove?
Yes.
Now, my great-grandfather, he was old school. They didn't even have a regular – I remember when I was a kid, they didn't have a regular like electric or gas stove. What they had was, you know, those old stoves where you had the little handle and you would pick it up and throw the wood down underneath? The water lines ran in the back. Yeah, that was my great-grandfather's thing. Now, here's the thing. He worked in a rock quarry, and electricity went off and actually electrified the blasting caps and blew him up. He had a hole in his stomach. He lost an eye. Okay, so with all that happening, eating bacon every day, everything that was made had bacon grease, and he chewed 2 tins of Copenhagen a day.
Wow. And that buddy lived a long, prosperous life.
He was 89 years old.
Yeah.
You know, back in those days, they didn't have insurance. My great-grandfather sold his farm twice to pay for operations for my great-grandma and paid them off again.
Wow.
Because that's what Americans did back then.
That's right.
Yeah, well, you know, here's the thing. There's a whole bunch of drones, and by drones, I'm talking about people. They read this article. This is from Fox 6, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And they're reading this and they're like, oh, my goodness, the meat of the future, lab-created chicken meat. KFC's response to the growing interest of healthy lifestyles. Oh, I'm going to be a healthy lifestyle. I'm going to be a guru. I am going to go eat the chicken.
I just want to go get me a Soylent Shake.
Yeah, you know what? Except this isn't chicken. It says their rise in demand for meat alternatives and the increasing need to develop more environmentally friendly methods of food production. According to who? That's my question. Who,
right.
What are they talking about?
They're talking about Gatesism.
Is that what it is? Gatesism?
Gatesism.
Gatesism. That's a new one. We should coin that.
Gatesism.
Gatesism.
Wilma Gatesism.
Welcome to the world. Right?
Right.
You ever heard that guy with the really deep voice that does all the voiceover work? In a world with Gatesism.
In a world.
Yeah, here's the thing. I am not going to stick any of this crap in me. Especially now, here's the thing. An American company like Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't think that Russia has a Kentucky, does it?
No.
No. So all this is a big power shift. Yeah. Okay. American people have ranches and they have farms and they control the beef and they control the chickens and they control the pork. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what they want to do is they want to eliminate that final power, that distribution. They want to take over.
They want to eliminate the farmer, Hans.
Well, the farmer, the rancher.
The rancher.
They want anybody that can control the literal life of Americans.
Right.
In a good way.
Right. But I don't think it's in a good way, trust me.
Well, the chicken company's Russian partner, 3D bioprinting solution, is developing additives into the bioprinting technology using chicken cells and plant material to create the taste and texture of chicken meat with almost no animals involved in the process. Wow.
Our technology is something else.
Why? Something else. That is not negative enough.
It's not, but it's...
You know what? Here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. You should learn something from what we're watching in Texas right now.
Yeah.
I was watching a show last night. It was actually on Rocky Stucci's show. And they had a person on there that was an expert in like cyber warfare, in satellites, things like that. And she was talking about how North Korea developed like 10 years ago these satellites that they believe are EMPs. And that we have no way, checks and balances from the south, the Atlantic South, and the bay down there to check these. And literally they go from south to north and they rotate. These things go over us twice a day. Okay? Because there's two of them. Now listen to this. They say that they're EMP satellites. So what happens to all this technology? Let's just, go along with this for a second. Let's be intellectuals. Do you want to be intellectuals this morning?
Intellectual.
Okay, what happens the minute that they get rid of all the livestock, the chickens, the pigs?
Yeah.
The government takes over all the farming, and they're doing it so well because everything's being run by computer, and an EMP goes off. Or let's say this. How about a solar flare hits us, and we no longer have control over those computerized tractors? What happens then?
Then everything comes crashing down.
Do you think that would be a good thing?
No.
You don't?
Oh.
See, I think the best thing in the world would be to get our kids off video games.
Well, that's true.
To a point. There's a time and place for everything. I truly believe that. My kids always tell me how they say, hey, look at this guy made this much money. And, it gives you hand-finger dexterity and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, on the Mind Unleashed today, listen to this. Pigs. Pigs have the smarts to play video games and use joysticks, according to a new study. What do you think of that?
Wow. We've gotten to the point now where pigs play video games.
Yawn.
Yeah, yawn. They think that, literally.
They literally think that's cool, though. I mean, that's just...
Literally, our kids today, this generation, they don't really understand. I'm going to give you an example. So we got a ton of snow here. More snow here now than in the 6 years that I've been here. We have more snow now. So I go out and I'm driving on the road, and I look, and I see all these houses, and their driveways aren't shoveled, and their sidewalks aren't shoveled. Okay, now when I was a kid, maybe it's because I had an imagination, and I'm sure back then other kids did too. But we would go around and we would shovel. A lot of times we would just start shoveling, and then we would knock on the door, and they'd say thanks, and whoever was at the door, they, if they didn't have any money, they'd say thanks. But if they did, they'd throw you $5, $10, $15, $20.
Right.
But I'm driving around the city, and there's a whole bunch of kids sitting inside playing video games, and there's all of this money to be made. Is that just me being entrepreneurial, or is there something to that?
No, I think you're on to something. That is what's going on today.
It is.
Sadly.
Yeah, well.
Kids can't be kids no more.
So every once in a while, I like to talk about good stories, right?
Yeah.
A Florida man... and I like this. He didn't really need the money, but he got a stimulus check anyways, right?
Yeah.
So what he did was he took his stimulus check and he started a home garden to feed his community.
Mm.
What do you think of that? I think that's kind of a cool idea.
Hey, yeah. If we had more people like that in society, this world would be a much better place.
Well, I saw another article today where another guy took his GameStop money. He was one of the investors in GameStop. So what he did, remember when I said time and place? He went and took all that money that he made at GameStop, and he went and got Nintendo Switches and had them delivered to the local children's hospital.
Oh, wow.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's so much in society today. We have this greed before need. And, I'm not going to hammer anybody for being rich, because capitalism works and you live your life the way you want to. But being a good human being has to play a part in our life somehow. And I'm not saying we need to bend to the whims of globalism or anything like that. But what I am saying is
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
that's pretty damn cool.
It is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the guys that dress up in like Batman and Superman and stuff, and they go up to the children's hospitals. We're actually going to bring on a lady that had a foundation where they take in money and they go buy coloring books and crayons and stuff for terminally ill children.
Oh, nice.
People haven't even thought about that right now. And when I think about what's going on today, isn't the average American, because this is what I believe. I believe that the average American should be able to live without electricity. It's not going to be fun, but you should be able to survive. You should be able to clothe yourself. You should be able to feed yourself. Those things I think are important, and that's knowledge that's gone.
Survival.
Right. Now, this is what I do. What does scare me is with diesel being, the price is going up, gasoline's going up, natural gas you just can't get right now. What about these hospitals with elderly and children in them? What about them? Are there enough supplies to protect them right now? In the way that our rotten, retarded government is right now, have they even thought about that? Have they thought about, down in Dallas, I bet you there's a children's hospital or multiple children's hospitals. Here's the sad part. In this country, our politicians, I guarantee you, would work to make sure that Planned Parenthood had its lights stay on before they would a children's hospital.
That's sad but true.
It is.
Yep.
So, didn't you have something talking about being physically involved? Didn't you have a story today about a hockey game?
Yeah, this is out of Canada.
Canada?
Out of Alberta, Canada, World's longest hockey game ends after 252 hours in Canada. Okay, a group of 40 people in Alberta, Canada announced they have completed their attempt at the world's longest hockey game, which lasted 252 hours, folks. The organizers of the event at the outdoor rink in the Edmonton area said the game, which began February 4th, ended with a score of 2,649 goals for Team Cure and 2,528 for Team Hope. The hockey game raised more than $1.4 million, surpassing a $1.2 million goal. Get that? The money will be used to fund cancer research at the University of Alberta. Players said earlier in the game that they were struggling with extreme cold temperatures that caused pucks to shatter and sticks to break. This was definitely the coldest game we've ever seen, organizer Kate Gallagher told CBC News. It was all part of the adventure. The players were troopers. They were warriors. Organizers said evidence from the game is now being submitted to Guinness World Records for official verification as the world's longest hockey game.
250 hours. Could you imagine that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, you would have to sharpen your skates a million times.
Yeah.
But 1,000 goals, they must have had really bad goalies.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, we're not talking Mighty Ducks level here. I mean, we're talking, probably preschool level goals.
Right.
Goalies.
Yeah.
I enjoy hockey. I enjoy anything that you can get physically involved with.
Right. But to raise money the way they did, that's awesome. What we just talked about.
Why do we have in our society this veil over eyes? Have you noticed that we've got a veil? Like, because people think that they're going to be questioned. Maybe that's it. Like, how about this? How is it that COVID, the most deadly virus ever,
it'll get you?
Okay, how is it that popped up? You get Pfizer and you get Moderna, you get all of these different companies working on the vaccine, right?
Right.
And within 1 year, they come up with the miracle cures.
Yes.
Not just one company, a whole bunch of them, right?
Yep.
Well, if that's possible, and our government and everything around us, they're all telling us that was possible, right?
Yep.
Why can't they get a vaccine for cancer?
Exactly. I think they have it. I just don't think that they're willing to give it up.
But my question is, if we're ever going to get that done, why aren't Americans asking that question?
There's just not enough Americans out there that want to ask that question because I don't know. It's just like when they didn't want to stand up after the elections. Really, as a country, we should have already stood up about that. But.
Well, do you think that maybe that cancer and diabetes have a direct connection, and it could be the crap that we're putting in our bodies?
I think it's
already
in the foods. Yeah.
You know, we talk about KFC and we talk about what did you call it? Gates what?
Gates. Yeah, I said.
Well, yeah. Gates something. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
We have this conversation, and we look, and we know that there's all these preservatives and crap, and now they want to make synthetic meats. And we can see what it's done to our society.
Right.
I don't think that it's necessarily out of our, stream of influence here in this country,
right,
to be able to cure all this stuff. However, when you cure something, you also have to find at its base what causes it.
Yes.
And if you watch, especially certain types of cancer, the use of preservatives that we use in this country and cancer, if you look at the bows, the arches, they're almost symmetrical with each other.
Yep.
Now, so that's going to cost somebody, some big billionaire hedge fund manager that has invested lots of money into those companies.
Yep. It's
going to cost them a lot of money. Do you think that's what it is?
I think it's the additives and preservatives, yeah.
Well, I'm talking about in its totality. Do you think that not coming up with the cancer cure simply is this?
If they found the cure, Hans, which they already know what it is, I'm sure, but they didn't want to give away the secret because if they give away the secret, it causes them problems.
It causes them money problems.
Money problems.
Yeah,
and
we're talking
billions.
Like energy.
Yeah.
Okay. We have energy making capabilities on this planet right now that are not hidden.
Yeah, Tesla gave it to us, the knowledge.
Not even. Oh, you're talking about Tesla back then, yeah.
Yes, that Tesla, not this Tesla.
We have that capability now. However, we have no investment in it, and we have nobody talking about it. Why? Because it's going to cost other people lots of money. So what they do is instead of taking that technology and bringing it out and giving it to the people,
right?
You're watching this administration right now. They call it green energy. But what they're doing is they're creating a mass distribution network for the new energy that they can charge for.
But Hans, it is their green energy. It's the green energy that goes in their back pockets.
And that's the truth. That's the fact. Most people can't imagine. Imagine, if you will, a society or a globe with almost free energy.
Right.
Imagine that. Imagine every single part of our lives would change.
Nikolai Tesla wanted that for all of us.
Right. Do you know that today we look around and now we're starting to supposedly come out with technology where, hey, you can just lay your phone on your stand and there's something close by that charges your phone while you sleep. Do you know that Nikolai Tesla invented that way back in the 1900s?
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of this isn't coming. Sean says, I'm diabetic. And Biden raised the price of insulin. Well, I can tell you this. I think that nothing's going to change until April. I saw a story about that. He, all politicians work with the pharmaceutical companies. That's just how they do that. Unfortunately, Sean's right. They kept insulin at unsustainable rates. I think my insulin for this month was $841.
Wow.
I'm just an average American.
Right.
And, are my eating habits bad? Maybe they were at one time. Do I take care of myself enough? No. But, there's a lot of diabetics. I think 10% of our country is diabetic.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying $841 a month for my insulin, how much is Big Pharma making off of 10% of the population of the U.S.?
Oh, they're making tons of money.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it is what it is. I'm not taking any synthetic meat. I'm not going to do it. One thing, you know what happens when you take that meat? You start destroying your local farmers.
Yep.
That's what you do. So, and I don't know. Sometimes I think that there's no hope for our species. You heard about the girl that put Gorilla Glue in her hair, right?
Yeah.
And she threatened to sue Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's a challenge. It's called the Gorilla Glue Challenge. And it's basically to challenge people to use Gorilla Glue to put on their body somewhere.
So they're going to do this like the ice bucket challenge.
Pretty much. Yeah. Wow. And here's the thing. A Louisiana man tried the Gorilla Glue Challenge. Guess what he did?
He put...
Besides ending up in the hospital, this guy took a red Solo cup. I'll fill you up. Let's have a party. Well, he had a party, all right. He took the Gorilla Glue and put the red Solo cup on his lips. He glued the cup to his lips.
Oh, wow.
Guess where he ended up?
Hospital.
Yeah, the ER. They had to cut.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The tops of his lips off to get the cup off. What do you think of that?
Ouch. Mm-hmm. Reminds me of Police Academy. Remember when the sergeant had the megaphone glued to his lips?
Gosh, that was a good movie.
It was.
Yeah, I wish I could do like all the little things. Remember that guy? He would sit there and do all that. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. All the sound.
So this guy says, I tried it. And now he's warning people, not that any normal human being wouldn't know that you don't take a cup and glue it to your lips. I've heard other ones where some guy took his pecker, put it on his pecker, and then glued it to his stomach. How would you like to go in for that ER visit?
My gosh.
So this started. There is a actual thing for your hair called gorilla snot. And I know that because I've used it before when I had long hair to make it look like the Peaky Blinders look. The lady that cut my hair, she said, you got to really try Gorilla Snot. So this all happened by happenstance. This woman goes to the store. They don't have any Gorilla Snot, but they got Gorilla Glue. So she gets Gorilla Glue instead of Gorilla Snot and tries to use it in her hair.
Oh, my gosh.
Literally a surgeon. It was a big deal. Now she's going to sue Gorilla Glue.
That's crazy.
It is. You know, they're planning protests in cities all across the nation because there's these food stores that get rid of outdated food and they put it out back.
Yeah.
And basically, they want to commit violence against these stores for not giving that food away to the local homeless population. It sounds like a good idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. However, you know, when you're a big company in America or a vaccine company or something like that, they use tort reform and they say you can't sue that company for this. However, our small IGAs and Piggly Wigglies and, you know, places, guess what? They don't get that protection. So what happens is these people will get this food, then they'll go talk to an attorney. I got so sick from it, I want money. And they sue them.
Wow.
This is a subject that really gets to me.
Yeah, because why throw it out when you can help someone, you know?
Right, but then your generosity turns into you getting sued.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. But.
Well, I mean, that's the reason that they don't. I'm telling you what. If I have extra food to give out and I can, I will.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, the first time I get sued, everybody can go to hell.
Yeah.
Everybody. You know what? It's your generosity ends up hurting you, kicks your own ass, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
No.
So how about the government protecting those companies? Hey, you want this food? You can eat it, but you can't sue me.
Right.
See, it's so easily fixed, but they won't do it.
Nope. Because it don't benefit them.
Right. You know, it is what it is. Listen to this. This will blow your mind. By the way, folks, it's 9:41 a.m. and the temperature hasn't went up very much. February 18th. You're listening to Morning Crankers. You know what? We're not uppity today. You know what it is? It's you. It's you. It's not me today. It's you.
No, it's not me. It's the cold.
Cold? Oh, come on, you big wimp. You came from
Hey,
Ohio.
now, wait a minute. I know. I'm getting too used to this place down here. But anyway.
So this is where we're at in our country. Listen to this. A Baltimore activist suggests paying killers not to kill.
Wow.
I've talked to these people. I know who the hustlers are, the activist said. So this unique solution to solving the city's high murder rate is paying those killers not to kill people. So here's basically what it would do. They would put aside a fund, and all these people that might kill somebody get money as long as they don't kill somebody.
Wow.
Is that the most asinine thing you've ever heard in your life?
Yeah. It's nuts, literally.
I'm telling you, if this ever comes here, I want to be like, I'm a killer. And I'm a big killer. I need the big money. And I promise, if you give me the big money, I'm not going to go out and kill. Is that the way that our society works? I mean, for crying out loud, what do you think about it?
It's nuts.
Would you become a killer if they offered money for killers not to kill? What do we do next? I promise I won't be a pedophile. I won't even look at a kid as long as you give me money. Is that okay? Is that what we do as a society?
It's nuts.
I'm not going to steal anymore as long as you give me money so I don't have to steal it.
It's crazy. Oh, society. Where are we at now?
Well,
I'm telling you.
I can relate to the shooters.
Yeah.
And what they want. They want money. Tyree Moorhead told Fox 45 of Baltimore. Moorhead, who the Baltimore Sun reported spent more than a decade in prison on a second-degree murder conviction tied to a shooting at 15 years old, suggests certain measures the city has taken to stop the bloodshed aren't enough. We need to pay the murderers.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Wow.
William is on here, and he said, yes, that's all bullshit. And you know what? He's from Baltimore.
Right.
He said he has already taken other steps in an effort to curb violence in the streets of Baltimore. As of 2019, he painted nearly 200 no-shoot zones. Wow. It's kind of funny. That's almost hypocritical because most of the shootings in America happen where? In gun-free zones.
Gun-free. Yeah, right. Yeah. Schools and stuff like that.
Right. So gun-free zones, no-shoot zones. That's what we're up to now. Instead of gun-free zones, you know what? You know what they should also do? Maybe we should start a movement. Maybe we should write like a red stripe down all the city streets and say, this is a no-stabbing zone.
Yep.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, we could really make a difference. As long as those people know that that red stripe signifies that you can't stab somebody there because you're going to lose money if you do. Come on. Come on.
It's getting nuts. I'm telling you.
Exactly. William said, just let the police do their own jobs. And I'm happy to report that big cities all across the nation that tried this defund the police, guess what? Beware of what you wish for. Beware of what you wish for. Because literally percentiles went through the frickin' roof when we're talking about criminality, when we're talking about murders and carjackings and thefts. It went through the roof. And then these same people that talk about how bad the cops are, they're the same people. Why didn't you get here faster? I don't know, because you cut our budget by 30%, you moron. Right?
Yeah. You can't fix stupid, as we talked about the other day.
Do you want to hear something even more moronic? Listen to this. Facebook is now going to debunk myths about climate change. The company is going to start adding information labels to posts about climate change that direct people to its climate change information hub. It announced Thursday it will now debunk common myths about climate change, further leaning into the arbiter of truth role that the company once renounced. But they're doing it.
Yeah.
Would you trust Facebook?
No.
You got a lot of one-worders today.
I know. No, I don't trust Facebook. Facebook got rid of me. Why would I trust Facebook?
Well, it says the social media giant said it is adding a section to its climate change information hub that will feature facts with accurate information about misconceptions and falsehoods. Kind of like this. If you are a black segregationist and or a black power group, you can freely distribute your propaganda and hate speech on Facebook. Why? Because it's not hate, because they have a valid concern.
Yep.
According to the people, what were their words up here that provide accurate information, right? They're people, the SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center. Yeah, I mean, if you come from that direction, it's okay to be hateful.
Right.
Is that what we're going to get here?
That's what it sounds like.
It goes on, it says, social media giant said it's adding a section to its climate change information hub that will feature facts with accurate information about misconceptions and falsehoods that will include the fact that the polar bear populations are declining because of global warming. I study this stuff, and I have yet to see evidence that, contrarily links them.
No.
Because it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Or the fact that too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere harms plant life.
All right. How's climate change working right now is what I want to ask.
Well, here's the thing. We've always had climate change.
Yeah.
Climate change has been here since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
The earth is cyclical. However, we can do our part to try to make things better. Let's not, be idiots. However, when we had the greenest, most lush plant life here on earth, the carbon dioxide levels were way higher than they are today. And, we're talking 1,000% higher. Why don't they ever talk about that information?
Because it would defame why they spray our skies and everything. And I think that's got a lot to do with it, too.
Well, what is carbon dioxide to plants? It's food.
It's food, yeah.
Right. So, and what is carbon dioxide? Plants eating carbon dioxide. What do plants give off? Trees and plants.
Oxygen.
Oh, you mean the stuff that we need to survive?
Yeah.
Oh, one of the cleaning agents of our Earth. Oxygen.
Yep.
Oh.
Imagine that.
Yeah, they want to use George Mason University. They want to use Yale on climate change communication and the University of Cambridge to identify and debunk climate change myths. What do you think of that?
These stories today are unreal.
They are. You know, it is what it is.
That's why I'm just shaking my head at a lot of what you read.
How about this one? New technology can get inside your head. Are you ready for that?
I don't think it's already going on.
Yeah, I think it is too. Some experts argue that such brain implants raise serious privacy issues. What privacy issues? According to many courts, we don't have the expectation of privacy anymore after the Patriot Act. And now we have the Patriot Act number 2 just sitting there ready to go through that's going to completely dismantle any dissemination of any privacy that we... Can I say that we enjoy privacy today?
No.
I don't think you can, because there's nothing you can do really because of all these electronics. Yeah. You know, people are kind of awed by this. But if you want to make a speaker, and people say this is a conspiracy, but I question this. Do you remember those old AM radios from like the 50s and 60s? They were just an AM radio, little bitty speaker.
Yeah.
Okay, you can take the power cord that goes to the batteries or to the wall. You can take that out. You can put a 1/4-inch jack insert into that. And all you got to do is solder the red wire and the black wire, and you now have a microphone.
Wow.
You don't need any board. You don't need anything else. You just cut that wire off and put a 1/4-inch jack on it, and you have a microphone. The truth is, any speaker anywhere can transmit information, sound waves, back to somebody if they have the technology to get it back. We know they do. As a matter of fact, they can, from a satellite, watch 2 people talking on the ground. They don't have to lip read. All they have to do is measure the disturbance in the atmosphere in front of your mouth to tell what you're saying.
Wow. This is...
What do you think of that?
It's crazy.
Okay, so it says, Gertrude the pig rooted around a straw-filled pen. She gave no notice to the cameras and onlookers. She also ignored this 1,024 electrodes eavesdropping on her brain. Each time Gertrude's snout found a treat in a researcher's hand, a musical jingle sounded, and it signaled activity in nerve cells around her snout. Those beeps were part of a big August 28th, 2020 reveal of the nerve-watching tech by Neuralink. It's a company based in San Francisco, California. In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a Fitbit for your skull with little tiny wires. Or at least that's how Elon Musk has described his company's new technology that day. So think about this. Your brain, you literally wouldn't have to have a computer anymore.
No, you would be a computer.
Yeah, that's right. You turn into the computer. That Neuralink goes on. You can search a database. But think about that. If that's the next step, okay, and I see a lot of very foolish people doing this. If that's the next step, then what? Then the information that you're getting is key to everything.
Yeah.
So the new humans across the planet, you put Neuralink in them, they are going to feed off the information that's given to them. Maybe now you can understand why the governments are really pushing to control all that information.
Yeah.
If you want them to do something, well, obviously, if they can do it in a pig, they're going to do it to you. They can control your nervous system. Well, this guy's becoming a problem. Let's just shut him down.
Right.
You know, we can't let people get into that data information bank. And think about it. In that world, the super rich are going to control the information anyways. That's why information is power. Literally, I was reading an article today where they're talking about car companies getting to the point where the cars themselves are measuring the information about you, and that information is more valuable to them than selling your car. So they will give you cars with all these gadgets in it. They're going to give them to you so they can turn around and sell the information that car collects on you.
Wow. Invasion of privacy, Hans.
Yeah, but this is all real. It's all happening around us, and nobody is saying anything about it because, oh, look at cool. That's the new gadget.
Yeah,
like the 5G phones. They can do anything. They can turn on your lights, flush your toilet, open your garage doors, set your temperature on your refrigerator. All of that is already happening.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we're going to have robots that know, like I can order toast in the morning, like the things that we used to do to be nice, like waking up in the morning and making breakfast in bed.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be gone. What scares you the most about it?
It's going to take away the human element, us being able to do, like you said, do unto our, like your wife or your girlfriend or whatever. You want to do something for her, but yet when you wake up, it's already been thought of. It's been taken care of.
Yeah, it sucks.
It does.
That's what I think. All
Taking
these
away
things.
Humanism.
It is. It is humanism. And here's the thing. All of these supposed great inventions.
Yeah.
Every invention we've had until COVID hit.
Yeah.
Has been about human laziness. How much lazier can we make you today, Johnny? Well, we've created a remote control that you don't even have to leave bed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every single standard that we have in this country is about being lazier. Have you noticed that?
Yep.
Quick food. It's not about being quick. It's about being lazy.
Yep.
Or robots that vacuum your floor. Why? Because you're too damn lazy to plug something in and push a vacuum cleaner around?
Yeah. And what I heard the other day, somebody was talking about, I don't remember who it was, but they were saying, like, it's getting to the point where robots are going to take over our world, and then they're going to take over our mind. And it's basically we're living in a real-life Terminator world, what they said.
It is. It literally is to that point.
We're going to be cyborgs.
We are. They're taking a lot of our jobs right now. I feel blessed that I live here because we're about 20 years behind the curve. Thank God.
Yeah.
But our banking is all done by AI. You go into the store, that's done. Our elections are even done by computers now. There is nothing holy and sacred anymore in any part of the human. What do you call it? The span of
we're
humanity.
Being dehumanized.
Right. Dehumanization is happening. It's real. I hate to put too much in it.
I know.
But when they're talking about us eating synthetic foods for everything, they're talking about putting stuff in the atmosphere to stop the sun from coming here. When we start playing God, everything's going to go haywire.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I agree.
Oh, it is what it is, folks. I want to thank you for joining in today, even though we had Bump on the Log over here today. He's just too cold. I'm watching him. I can see your breath. I think that's kind of funny. But we love you guys. Remember tonight, there's Around the Campfire with Kate. She's got somebody that she's bringing on that's pretty cool. And then I'm going to be on Beezy's show later tonight. And then Unleash Jeremy Hansen. It's going to be a busy day. And I think I'm supposed to do a Hansen Cast episode today sometime too. So it is going to be a busy freaking day. How about you? What do you got on the docket?
Work tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. We love you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.